Alright, so I wanted to attempt to make a quick video back to a drive pedal, or definitely a distortion pedal, here running the Digitech Death Metal pedal through the Simplifier here. So this would be in part of the same family as the now notorious Bad Monkey pedal by Digitech. A little bit different though. I think they had like 5 different grades of drive, this being the highest one. In fact, if you look at the knobs, we have level, low, mid, high, no gain control. They expect that you want maximum gain. You wouldn't use this for anything less than that. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Also, I've had this pedal for a long time, and the guitar that I'm using is my LTD. It's the MH1001 with the active EMG pickups I've used for a few other videos. Just thought I would point that out. And let's go ahead and see what this sounds like. You've all been waiting for the clean tone. Everyone's been waiting. Let's put it on 412. There we go. All right. And level, let's put everything at noon. Okay. All right. Interesting. Let's start with the low control. Like there's a lot of morph, like right in that range. And if I cut it, it's a very interesting kind of lo-fi profile. I almost feel like that's more usable than boosted all the way, but still pretty cool. I feel like that could almost be like a switch. And almost with that, some of the other ones, like, you know, just got like a 3-way toggle instead of a knob. Let's check out the highs. I'm going to skip the mid, come back. You can really hear that EQ sweep. Alright. That's really sharp. Let's back it off some. Okay, just cut it. 9 o'clock, all of a cut. Another lo-fi kind of cool sound. Let's cut the bass too. Interesting. All right, let's put it back in the middle there, and let's boost the mids. See how that sounds. Mids. Right there about 3 o'clock is pretty sensitive on all of them. That's a cut. Let's boost the lows and the highs around that. It's your classic scooped sound. Alright, very interesting. Let's cut that. Let's do a little different routing here. So, coming up there. Guitar, straight into the Simplifier. The send goes to the input of the death metal pedal, and then output to the mono return. Let's see. I think you can still see that. Alright, let's kind of zero it out. I'm going to start with the level a little bit lower this time. Powerful in the loop here, obviously. So to get the same volume where I was here before, now I've got to be like at 9 o'clock. See how the lows are? It's kind of an unusable low when you go too high with it. But it's still kind of a cool lo-fi cut thing. Let's cut the highs. I like that. don't know if I like the mids cut too. Kind of needs that to have something to it. Let's go back to 0, boost the highs. Yeah, kind of unusable at that point. Back to your scoop. So the mids are powerful on that. Let's see. I think that's what's missing from the Bad Monkey is you have the level and the gain, but then you only have a high and a low control. So the mid control is cool. Let's see. This also has this. It has 2 outputs. One of them's for the amp. One of them's labeled mixer. I don't know if it's got its own speaker emulation thing going on, but let's see what happens. So it's straight through. This is with the mixer. Interesting. Okay. Same thing. Yeah, unusable mids when you do that. Alright. Kind of max that out finally. I'm not going to go high on the highs. We know it's going to sound high. Let's do this. Throw an extra patch cable in here. This is what I like about having the stereo effects return on this thing. Is I can do things like this. I heard a difference right away. Listen to that again. So unplugged. Boom. I feel like I could just ride 2 notes back and forth on this. I'm in D standard tuning, and I'm just, that was all just D and E flat, really. Nothing too exciting. Let's see. So I feel like I've got like 2 different sounds kind of blending now. It's very interesting. It doesn't feel even. Looking at the DAW, though, like they're both kind of balanced pretty even. It might just be a little bit of a tonal difference between the 2 of them there. So very interesting. Let's try one more thing before we wrap up, because I could just keep going and going and going. So let's completely skip the front of the Simplifier now. So I'm just plugging into the returns. Let's just do the amp right now. All right. Nope. Need that. All right, so now I'm pedal directly into the Simplifier, so none of these controls are going to make a difference. Let's see. Okay, pretty cool. Very cool. Let's mess around with the EQ a little. Okay. Low gets real out. That's 2. I didn't even make it to 3 o'clock. Highs. Same thing. I'm not going too much higher than that at all or anything. So let's see. Yeah, I like that. Let's see what happens if I go through the mixer. Sorry about that. So interesting. I think that this has some cool usable sounds, and it's very different in all the 3 ways that I tried. So I was running from the guitar to the pedal into the front of it, and just letting the rest of it take place. To me, that was probably the best option, even though it might not sound as big and full as some of these other routing things. I feel like I had a lot more positive control over what the EQ was doing and not being kind of limited by blowing out speakers or anything like that, which I would hate for anybody to do doing this. I'm literally just running into this and no sound is being heard other than the string noise that you might hear mixed in there. I'm just using the Simplifier sound for what we're hearing, basically. Yeah, so I did the straight in, I did through the effects loop, and then I did from the guitar straight into the effects loop. And again, I think all of them had their own qualities to them. I would probably use it at the beginning. This isn't a pedal that I leave on my pedal board, though. It's more sentimental and cool to have. It says Death Metal on it, so, how could I get rid of something like that? But probably not the type of thing that I'm bringing out and around. However, I know some people that this is part of their rig, and it sounds great. It's cool. I know one guy that has 2 of them on his pedal board. So, I'll go ahead and wrap for now, but thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you soon.